Hi everybody, so this is going to bother me until I get it done. I saw a couple of things that I wanted to go over. So what I believe is Gannon caught her. Where did I get that from? Here. I believe he caught her either letting loose or in some kind of sexual tryst or something to that effect. Maybe he caught her in the garage. Somebody said something about a running car in the neighborhood on Sunday night. But for many reasons, I do see, I believe, at 10:54, he caught her. I don't know if it's in the basement or the garage. I also believe it could have been at that time that he catches her and then he cuts his foot in the garage. She probably hit him. And then maybe that's when he stumbled into the candle. Another thing I wanted to point out is this. So this would be the person that came over. But the question is, what was he doing there? Now, that would be, again, this medicine man. Some kind of spiritual man. This is the same guy. I don't know if this guy is also the fool. I tend to believe he is. I think he takes on the fool aspects at certain times. This also leads me back to that Wild Oats. I think it's in Denver or Golden or something like that. And that, they said it was a the Wild Ones Forest School. Wild Ones Forest School. Something about maybe he had a remedy, an antidote. Maybe she did hit him. Or maybe he got into something. Or maybe he was just given something. But I believe, like this card said, the tunnel, there was a sexual disturbance. So I believe she was in the process of something deceptive, and Gannon caught her, which made him a victim at that time, which put him in a evil situation, evil consequence at that time. So if this guy's already at the house and that happens, then she doesn't need her phone the next day to get in touch with them because they already have a plan. And like I said, that was to meet at the Home Depot. The Petco, sorry. But then I started thinking about it, and that crossroads comes up. So I don't know if they, because she didn't have her phone, they missed each other, and then she had to go to the Petco twice to meet him. Or maybe they met up at a crossroads. The other thing, I hate to say this, but unfortunately, I think she was happy. I think she was happy that he was dying or died. Because she's a sick person that came from sick circumstances and was way out of her league. Excuse me. So the other thing was this. I did look it up, and it was on January 26th. So this would be the day that something happened. Now, were they performing some kind of rituals at the house? Is that what this man's about? Some kind of rituals? Maybe, like I said, Al was in the process of leaving her, and she was trying to do a binding spell. That's what I'm thinking. I think he knew about her infidelities. I think a sexual disease brought that on. His knowledge and clarity. I think he was sick. And he let her know he wasn't doing anything. So where did it come from? This is all my thoughts, allegedly. Doesn't mean it's true. This is just what the cards are telling me. The other, now this part, when I said that she came home with a white letter, I might have to correct myself. It might have been a bag. But for some reason, that has something to do with the house and love. So maybe he did tell her he was leaving her. She's making other arrangements since she got fired. She's already having a bad weekend. Takes it out on Gannon. Maybe she was doing something in the garage, trying to get some money to be on her way. So maybe this guy was in the house. So that would fit with these two cards. Just doing something in the house, something sinful. The other thing I wanted to the infinity symbol, the lemniscate. So, to me, unfortunately, Al and Letitia were fated. All of this was fated to happen. They were fated to cross paths. Not only that, where is it? It's the infinity symbol. And it also talks about justice. So something justified is going to come from this. Alright, I know I had a couple more. The other thing, I really want to point out, we talked about the horses yesterday, how it's balance, opposing forces, and decision. But what I wanted to say is I don't like the way the black horse is looking at the white horse, like the white horse caught the black horse doing something, now feels shameful and is getting ready to be punished for it. I'm going to rate the horses again. The black and the white horse symbolism is balance, indecisiveness, and divided loyalties. The black horse symbolizes death-defying or death-seeking, death and rebirth, closing one door and opening another. The white horse is an avatar, a master of knowledge and faith, teacher of spiritual progress, intellectualism and reason, coming of a spiritual lesson or teacher in your life. Excuse me. So unfortunately, I think that Gannon is the spiritual lesson here. The lesson being, be careful who you have around your children. Be careful who you pick for a spouse, a boyfriend, girlfriend. If you feel uncomfortable with this person around your child, they should not be alone with your child, regardless of what your situation is. Stop putting these kids in harm's way, and I'm not blaming Gannon's parents. I actually believe, like I said, that this is a soul contract, and he is here to make a change. Unfortunately, it had to happen this way. So he caught her, and I don't know what she was doing, but we're going to ask some questions on that. He either caught her letting loose, getting loose in a sexual liaison, doing a ritual. Maybe this guy is into the occult or paganism. Again, with these two cards, I think somebody, I don't know who this male is, but somebody wasn't feeling well. And he asked the other person to go get tested, which led to him thinking and jealousy, because he knew something was going on. Whether that, and I think that's Al. I think that Al was trying to end this, and this was her weekend to show up for some strange reason. Again, let's touch on this. I do feel like the Page of Pentacles, which could also be a student. That's why I'm speaking of the Wild Ones Forest School. Maybe Gannon was a student there, but like I said, somebody got caught in some happiness. So, I'm going to take a look. I want to ask a couple of questions. Sorry guys, I got interrupted. Alright. So, let's ask. let's ask about the neighbor. And what I'm curious about is, I think that Letitia was racist, and it just is ironic that your downfall, your tower moment, would be by a black man. That's kind of what you get if you are racist. So tell me about the neighbor and his video footage and his observations, please. Tell me about the neighbor and his observations, please. Just saying he was a magician, a family man, has a nice, decent family at home. Notice the lion. It's Letitia. So, caught between a rock and a hard place, huh? The universe gave him knowledge to look at his videotapes. And he caught her. He's the main reason that a lot of things are going to come out. The other thing I want to ask about is that 10:54. Why was Gannon up? Did Gannon get woken up by something? Was she partying? Was she doing something explicit? What was Letitia doing at 10:54 on Sunday that caused Gannon to wake up? Alright, we're going to ask like this. So, was Letitia doing something sexual on Sunday that caused Gannon to wake up? Or Gannon to interrupt? Because like this card said, there was a sexual disturbance that went on. So, was it sexual? So something, this is saying something was going on in the house. There was a man and a woman in that card. And then Six of Cups is about childhood, being sentimental, nostalgia. So if it was another party, it'd be someone she'd have to know for a while. But there was something going on in the house. This could also be, now look at how she's towering over him. It does speak of child. And strong mother presence that overtowers the child in this deck. Was Letitia doing rituals to keep Al binded to her on January 26th at 10:54? was Letitia doing rituals on January 26th at 10:54. So, something was ending, something new was beginning, something to do. This could be mortality or just could be the ending of something. The Five of Swords is it's mind fuckery. It's a lose-lose situation. Like it says there, it's defeat. So there was death and defeat going on at 10:54. But like we said, we asked Gannon what day he graduated the Earth, and he said it was a Monday. Was Letitia was she what was this candle carpet thing? What was that about? On Sunday. What was this candle carpet thing? What was the candle carpet thing on Sunday?